to another broadcast. We're going live here on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. So welcome to both audiences that are jumping on. If you are new, I always ask that if you're jumping on with Facebook, you hit that like button. And if you're joining me here on YouTube, hit that subscribe button so that you will be notified when we go live or when I upload a new video. And as always, if you are feeling inclined to do so, please leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. Say hello. Let me know where you're from. Or if you are in or have been in one of my intermittent fasting for today's Aging Women courses, go ahead and leave a comment with the month that you were in or are about to be in. So if you're a July member, put July in there, and I'll make sure that I acknowledge you at the end when I go through the comments and greet everyone for joining us. So today we are going to be talking about emotions and hormones and our health, and how those three things are all kind of intertwined. And it's going to be a little bit of a part B from yesterday's conversation when we talked about emotional eating. If you're just jumping on and you are new to me, my name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutrition plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best, and most importantly, live their most authentic life. And for me, that has been done over the past couple of years through kind of experimenting and researching and then implementing intermittent fasting as a tool to reverse some of the aging processes that I was going through that I wasn't very happy with. And if you are an aging woman, then you know what I am talking about. I was having some issues with sleep, night sweats, leg cramps. I was diagnosed with pre-diabetes. I was insulin resistant, like you name it. Hormonally, I was just a hot mess. And nothing that I knew of from my past as far as nutrition and exercise was really helping me regain back my health and my youth, so to speak, even though I was aging. And then what I have been able to do with intermittent fasting over the last couple of years has really been able to get me back on track and is helping me reverse some of the aging conditions that I wasn't really ready to settle with yet. And I am happy and healthy and very confident where I'm at today as a 50-year-old woman. And I now have developed a course to help other women do the same. So tonight we are going to talk about our hormones and our emotions and how we handle our hormones and our emotions and how that can affect our health. And I've talked about this book before. It's The Wisdom of Menopause. It is, and I'm sorry if it's backwards here from the screen where you guys are seeing it, but it's from Dr. Christiane Northrup. And I first found Dr. Christiane Northrup watching an Oprah Winfrey show. She was actually Dr. Northrup was Oprah's Winfrey's doctor when Oprah was going through some sort of hormonal and life changes herself between that like 40 and 50 time frame. And Dr. Northrup was a big part of, helping Oprah Winfrey heal her body. And so I purchased her book and read it when I was kind of going through some of the frustrating times that I was going through. And I always refer this book and the other book that she wrote, Mother-Daughter Wisdom, to women that I work with and I coach and counsel as well. So these are two great resources. What I love about her books is they're sort of encyclopedia-like. So you could literally open it up to any page and you're going to find a great wealth of information, and it will pretty much apply to everything that you're going through in life. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to read a little paragraph from the section of her book that does deal with emotions and hormones and our health. And I want you guys to just listen to what I say and see if it might resonate with you and some of the things that you have going on in your life, or if it is something that might be like the aha moment thing that might make you realize that you need to make some changes in your life so that you can maintain your health by managing your emotions and your hormones. So I'm going to read this really quick. So I'm going to look down at the book and read this for you. So I'll be back with you guys in just a sec. Please listen closely. Your emotions, desires, and dreams are your inner guidance system. They alone will let you know whether you are living in an environment of biochemical health or in an environment of biochemical distress. Understanding how your thoughts and your emotions affect every single hormone and cell in your body, and knowing how to change them in a way that is health enhancing gives you access to the most powerful and empowering health creating secret on earth. Natural foods, supplements, herbs, meditation, acupuncture, and so on are all powerful tools for building and protecting your health. But regardless of what supplements you take and what kind of exercise you do, when all is said and done, it is your attitude, your beliefs, and your daily thought patterns that have the most profound effect on your health. How many times have you heard someone say, "I don't understand it. She's always eaten right and exercised. How come she, of all people, got sick?" On the other end of the spectrum is the person who smokes cigarettes, drinks too much alcohol, yet lives without any apparent illness, well into healthy old age. The answer lies, at least in part, in the individual's attitudes and emotions. Attitudes and beliefs also influence how well your food is digested and how effective your exercise is. Excuse me. You have within you the power to create a life of joy, abundance, and health, or you have the same ability to create a life filled with stress, fatigue, and disease. With very few exceptions, the choice is yours. Dr. Northrup, The Wisdom of Menopause. So, we have the power to control our health via our emotions and our attitudes. Because I talk about this a lot when I'm talking about some of these situations that we're dealing with intermittent fasting, with our belief systems, with our attitudes, with how we're living our life, with how we handle toxic people in their life. Are we going to allow them in? Are we going to create some boundaries where we keep them out? How are we going to think about the situations that we're in when we're confronted with, like I talked about last night, those instances at the office where someone brings in some brownies? Do we feel guilty if we don't eat them? Do we eat them and then feel guilty because we know we shouldn't? All of those things are emotional triggers that release hormones that can then affect our health. And if we can change our thought pattern to empowering thoughts like we talked about last night, and instead of doing something that we feel guilty and then we do it, and then we feel guilty because we did do it when we know we shouldn't have done it, if we can change that thought process into, no, I'm not going to indulge in that because I have the right to make decisions for myself, and I'm empowered to make healthy decisions for myself, and I'm just going to go ahead and pass on that because I have bigger things planned for myself, and I want to feel great tomorrow, and I don't want to feel guilty. Having those kind of thoughts and those kind of conversations with ourselves also release hormones, but they're on the better side of the hormones than the ones that are released when we're negative. And so we can actually make ourselves become healthier. And I always say that, what you look like on the outside is a momentary thing if you're not well on the inside. So if you have a bad attitude, or you're always depressed, or you're negative Nelly, or you're the person that's always being pessimistic, then it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside because you're exercising right and you're eating right and maybe you have glowing skin, but your mouth or your attitude or the way that you respond to people isn't as glowing. So we need to make sure that we have all the pieces together, and that starts with us and the decisions that we make for ourselves and how we speak to ourselves and how we let people or things into our life. And oftentimes, I talk about this a lot too, as women, we tend to be the ones that, take the back seat, or we're the ones that kind of get stomped on, or we sort of suck it up when we should maybe create boundaries and not allow certain things within those boundaries that we've set for ourselves. So what I would love for you guys to do this weekend is think about some of the things in your life emotionally that could be triggers for you hormonally, which could be contributing to some things that are affecting you health-wise that you're not happy with. And I'm pretty sure that there were some things that were going on in my life right before we moved from California to Texas. I mean, we sold a house in California, we picked our family up, we moved to Texas. And although it was all good, it was very stressful for us. And we moved twice within a year. We sold a house, we lived in an apartment, then we moved into a house. It was a very different environment for me here. My girlfriends weren't here. I was the person who, we lived in the place for our house for 15 years. Our kids went through sports and school, and I was on PTA. And so I could go to Target after dropping my kids off at school, and I would spend a couple hours there just catching up with my girlfriends that I saw at Target, and I came here to Texas and would go to Target, which was now 12 miles away instead of, right down the street, and not know a soul. So there was a little period of my time when we moved here when I was probably a little bit depressed, but really wasn't connecting the pieces. And I think all of that, even though our move was positive in the end, contributed to me getting so sick when kind of things settled down. And so be aware of those things. Be aware of those life changes, even though they might be positive. They do take a toll on us stress-wise. They take a toll on our hormones and our emotions. And if we're not careful about it, could end up getting us to the point where we're not feeling our best, or we could end up being sick. And we don't want to, belittle those things or discount them. A move is one of the top 5 stresses, I think, and it's right up there with, the loss of a loved one or divorce. And so all those life changes also contribute. So if your life is not set up with the boundaries that are designed by you to make you live and feel your best, and then you also have some instances in your life that might be kind of tugging on you too, that's when we can kind of lose sight of what we are feeling and how we are living, and could end up making us sick. So this weekend, I want you to kind of do an inventory of your life. Are the people in your life the best thing for you and the goals that you have to make yourself healthy? And if they're not, you need to create some boundaries. And we can talk about some of those kind of steps to create boundaries next week if you guys want. Let me know in the comments, and I can talk a little bit about that too. Get yourself into some books, get yourself into some podcasts, do some things that are going to get your mind positive. Write out some goals that you have for yourself, not only with your social life or maybe some relationships you have in your family, but with your food as well, and some activities that you have, what you want to do to improve your sleep. Are you going to start incorporating exercise? Make some really positive list ideas of some things that you can do if maybe your emotions are not where you want them to be, and some things that you can do and some habits that you can create or some triggers that you can put in place that can maybe turn things back around for you. And like I said, we've been through a lot in the last couple of years. We went through some really scary times in California, during the whole economic turn down, and our life was kind of turned upside down. And I know for a fact all of those things were part of what made me so sick the last couple of years. And now everything in our life is going great, and I'm sure that's a big part of why, along with what I've done with my nutrition and intermittent fasting, has allowed me to become so healthy even as I'm aging. So never be afraid or feel ashamed to ask for help as well. If you feel emotionally, that could be that thing that can kind of, steer you back on track. Lean into your girlfriends, join a support group, counseling. I'm a huge fan of counseling as well. I've been in and out of counseling my entire life. It is definitely that thing that helps. And then boundaries. You have to create boundaries for yourself, and you have to put some limits on things, and you have to proactively introduce some things into your life that are going to keep you on the positive and keep you sticking to those goals that you're setting up for yourself, so that you don't end up finding yourself sick. You don't want to be the lady in this book who is the healthy eater, the exerciser, but ends up being sick because everything that's going on here and some stuff that's going on here is not as healthy as all the other things that she's doing. And I've seen it firsthand. I'm sure you guys have seen it firsthand. So make sure that you have everything in place and you're the complete package. You want a healthy mind, you want a strong and happy and healthy heart, you want a strong and happy, healthy body, and you want to make sure the choices that you're making nutritionally are also going to support all of those other things that you are putting so much effort in to make sure that you have a healthy life. And last night we talked about the why as well. So if you need to find a why, look around you. I'm sure there's plenty of people who love and support you and care about you. And if you can't do it for you initially because maybe you're in a bad place, find a person that you care about that would be devastated if something bad happened to you, and make the changes for them until you're strong enough to make them for yourself. And I don't know what it is about human nature, but it's hard for us to let someone else down, but it's always easy to kind of cheat ourselves out of goals or cheat ourselves out of things. And so if you have to in the beginning to kind of get the ball rolling, do it for someone else. And then when you get to the point where you're feeling a little bit better about yourself because you've proven to yourself how strong you are and that you deserve it, then you can kind of rewrite your goals and make sure that you're doing it for the number one, which would be you. So I'm going to go through the comments and welcome everyone. I think I'm Facebook first tonight. I don't know. Let's see. I'll say hello here first. My husband is here. Claudette, hello. Mary, I'm looking forward to July as well. We're days away. It's so exciting. Let's see. Laura here. I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana. June group. I tanked too much going on to focus. Did you tank, meaning you didn't get the results that you were looking for? And if that's the case, Laura, email me and we'll see if we can get you back on track or back. You can go back through the course and maybe we can just add you to the group page or something. Shauna, like your lime bottle. Oh. If you guys want to know where I get my insulated bottles, I think we have like 10 of these in our house now. Email me and I'll give you the link to where you can get it. And it's DianeParhamFitness@gmail.com. Deanna. Southeast Texas. So Southeast Texas. What city do you live in, Deanna? Dina, I'm sorry. Joy. Good to have you here, Joy. Mindy, hello from Oklahoma. First time catching you live. So excited to finally say hi. Well, hey, Mindy. Good to have you here. We have a whole family of people on Facebook Live. I love it. They're all in our July course together. Robin, you motivate me 20 hours today. Oh, Robin, awesome. You guys motivate me, so thank you so much. Aaron, someone else just told me about this. Awesome. Vivere will be 63 Saturday, July 1st. Vivere, happy early birthday, 63. I'm going strong and healthy. Good for you. Hey, Shauna, I should have gotten a lime-colored bottle. We need to stop at Buc-ee's again. Oh, okay, so I have a family of people communicating with each other on Facebook. Like, how awesome is that? Mary, I'm in the July group. Hello from Georgia. Looking forward to Saturday and getting started. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Mary. It'll be good to get to know you guys a little better. I'm so excited to see what... okay, well, Mary, you're probably doing a lot of things right. We tweak things. So the thing about intermittent fasting and the way I teach it is you can't really fail at it. We can only get better at it, and we tweak a few things. So we'll get in there. We'll tweak a couple things for you, Mary, and we'll just make sure you're doing it better. How's that? Gilbert is here. Rebecca, so glad I came across your program. Can't wait to start. Awesome. Me too. Jackie's here. Stephanie, need help with boundaries. Okay, cool. Stephanie, are you in one of my courses? I don't know if I've already read your comment from you, but if you're in my July course, remind me and we'll work on that a little bit. And we talk about it in week 3 of our course too. Vicky, I'm wanting to know how to intermittent fast as a insulin-dependent diabetic. Will this work for me? I struggle with not being able to lose any weight. You might. I would say maybe talk to your doctor first with kind of one ear open and then do a little bit of research and then reach out to me. We'll see what we can do for you. Stephanie, hi Dan from Ontario. Love your videos. Very authentic and informative. First time I've caught you live. Woo! And yay, 2 more sleeps for July 1st. I know, I feel like we're all going like on a trip together or something. Gloria from Texas. Looking forward to Saturday. Awesome. Prescott, Arizona. Plano, Texas. Carla's here. Utah. Carla is my elementary school girlfriend. Elementary school all the way through high school. Still friends. Di, this is Di. So DY, this is DI. I did a 16-8 instead of a 24, and I'm convinced 24 is best for me. Yeah, it is. 24 is the sweet spot. Vicky, I'm from Washington. Awesome. And Diane, just remember you can switch back and forth, so no big deal. Doreen, hi Diane, looking forward to learning so much in July group. I'm able to do 18-hour fast. Awesome. Dina, I live in Netherlands. I live in Netherlands between Beaumont and Port Arthur. Cool. We're so new to Texas, I don't even know. I've heard of Beaumont before. Just saw your YouTube video for the first time. Awesome. Jackie, hi Dan, looking forward to July group. Yolanda from Flower Mound, Texas. Girlfriend, you're like right around the corner from us in Flower Mound. We're in Trophy Club. We should go have lunch and not eat. We'll go have some water or something. How do you join the July group? Gloria, my husband or my assistant will post the link in the Facebook comments. You can go there, or if you click on my timeline photo, it's there, or it says on my Facebook page, I think it says sign up now or join now or something, in a little blue button. You can click there too. Marie, how do I join the course? Same thing. Just go to my husband just posted the link, so you guys will see it. Shayla's good to hear. Looking forward to July. Okay, cool. Round Rock, Texas. Got a lot of Texans in the house tonight, y'all. Okay, let's see. Brown Eyes. Hello, Diane. I'm in your July class. Good to see you. I remember you from, I think it was last night. Lauren, I made this delicious. Oh, cool. Did you make that? Lauren, I think it's actually Terry, right? You made the cucumber avocado salad. Did you put any rice vinegar or anything on it? Janet, Nevada is in July course. Awesome. Crystal, my Michigan, July course. Awesome. Lauren, please share your recipe on Facebook. Oh, Brown Eyes, we share it in the group. You'll get it in the July course, so don't worry. The recipe for the salad she just talked about. Yvonne, good to have you here in the June group, and she's jamming. She's doing so well. D, hello, in the June course. Time has gone by so fast. I know, I feel like sad. I feel really sad. I feel like I'm going to miss my girls in the June course. They were a great bunch, and I miss my girls in the May course too. Hello from Long Beach. Monica, thank you. Sweet Can't Wait. Nellie, Hong Kong. Hey, Hong Kong's in the house. Hello from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Good evening, Diane. Oh, Evelyn, good evening. Debbie Wagner's here. Marie, hi, July course. Can't wait to start. Awesome. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so let's see if there's. Do you guys have any questions about? We did this a lot. We talked about it a lot last night. So I don't really know if you were on last night. You might not have very much to talk about it. And if you missed me reading the passage from the book in the beginning, go back and listen to what I said about her couple paragraphs about emotions, hormones, and your health. It's a very serious thing, especially as we're aging. And this book is great if you want to know a little bit more about menopause and how to handle it emotionally and some of the triggers we have and some of the things that maybe you have to look forward to and then maybe not look forward to. But with some good nutrition and some lifestyle changes, I can tell you I'm on the other side of perimenopause. I am officially in menopause, and you know, things have gotten better. So you just have to listen to your body and be willing to make some solid changes and not just cover up symptoms, and that helps with the emotions as well when you get your hormones balanced out as opposed to just silenced. There's a big difference between balancing out your hormones with a healthy approach and stifling them with prescription medication that doesn't fix them but just kind of hushes them down a little bit, and you don't want to hush them, you want to fix them, and sometimes it takes a little longer, sometimes it takes a little bit more work, but in the long run it's a much better approach to handling perimenopause, and when you get into menopause it makes things a lot easier. And I had a conversation with someone today who said something like they're past menopause. And, you know, one thing we have to remember as women is that we go through perimenopause is the wind down leading to menopause, and then we're in menopause forever. So post-menopausal would mean that you are no longer existing, because that means you wouldn't be here. So it's perimenopause, and you wind down kind of your hormones, so I call it reverse adolescence, and then you're in menopause forever. So menopause is where we want to get, and then we want to do there. We want to stay there as healthy as we can. Marie, you don't like her book? Oh, that's sad. I love her book. I love all of her books. I love her. I think she's a great. I think Dr. Northrup is awesome. Is balsamic vinegar okay to consume? Yeah, I don't know. You have to figure that out for yourself. We use balsamic vinegar all the time. Okay, hi Diane, thank you. I just started drinking mineral water. I'm truly enjoying it. Awesome. Mineral water is great stuff. I just saw a video today. I know a lot of you guys follow Dr. Berg. I saw a video he did today saying that potassium is definitely that thing that we need and we probably don't get enough of. So drink that water with potassium. It'll help you guys a lot. How are we going to start for our July course? Will it be live stream or email? I'm super busy that day. Okay, so you don't have to be on standby for anything with the July course. So the way the course works is it's all internet based, and it's all through and you get an email every day at 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I do that because I know we have people from all over the world on our course, and I figure 1 a.m. should hit everyone around the world at a pretty decent time, so we're kind of all on the same day as far as content goes. And then for us here on the the Central Time Zone or on the West Coast or East Coast, you'll get it when you wake up in the morning. It'll already be there. You can click that link and it'll take you to your course. You log in. There's a lesson for you every day through the 30-day time frame together. You do it at your own pace. You can go back and watch a previous lesson as many times as you want. And then the next day, a new lesson will be released, and then we'll do the lesson together. So it's all based on you. And you do not have to wait for the email address or click through the email message that you get from us to enter your course. My assistant, Kara, has put together a video that shows you how you can put sort of a quick link on your phone. So you could just hit that, log in to the course with your email address and the password that you created, and you're right in the course. It's super easy, and you can do it from anywhere. Sholo, Arizona here. Cool. The water where I live came out of the tap warm. Ice kept it cold all afternoon, so please. Janet, awesome. You're talking about the insulated bottle. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. My daughter and I were in the car, in and out of the car all day, running errands, and we had water in our water and ice in ours, and we had ice all day, and it was sitting in a hot car, so it's the best. And it's much safer than plastic. You don't want to be drinking out of plastic, especially if you are leaving a car bottle in a hot car. Thanks to you. I just started drinking mineral water. I'm truly enjoying it. Okay, we already did that. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, you guys have any questions? I kind of wanted to leave you with a little bit of an assignment. I want you guys to take this seriously today as far as what we talked about, and to really think about your life, especially for you joining in on our course in July, and for those of you exiting our June course. And if you are in our May course and you're feeling like you're going a little bit backwards, it's not because you don't have the information or you don't have the experience with intermittent fasting and have all the tools to make your life better nutritionally and hormonally. It's just because you let life kind of derail you. And remember, if you've been in the course in the past, and you'll understand this when we start next week in July, we give you a fasting journal and guide, and we give it to you for the purpose of making notes as you're going through your 30-day journey, because life gets in the way, life will derail you, and you'll forget about all the amazing things that you were doing for your body and how great you were feeling when you were doing very simple things to just kind of get yourself balanced out. And that's what I say, if you were in the May course or the April course or the March course, or you're kind of winding down from the June course and you're feeling like you're a little, iffy about if you're going to be able to stay on this, even though you're feeling great, go back to your journal and guide and reread some of the notes that you put in there for yourself and how you were feeling when you were doing X, Y, Z. And all you have to do is go back to doing X, Y, Z, and those feelings will come back. So I highly recommend journaling, not for the purpose of what you're going through at the moment, but I highly recommend journaling for what you might need in the future. And use it as a reference and a resource when you start to have doubt, or life gets in the way, or someone derails you or tells you that you're crazy for fasting. You are not crazy for fasting. You were feeling good when you were doing very simple things, very subtle changes in your life, and you just got to remember what you got to do so you can go back to that. So think about some of those things this weekend, especially my new members in July. Think about your life. Think about some things that you're a little nervous about, and whether they'll go in line with what you have, what you're about to enter into with your intermittent fasting, some changes you want to make. If people are not okay with what you're doing, it's really not their business to tell you what you can do. And I know for some, the spousal situation is a little iffy. And so what I say in that situation is fast when your spouse is not around. Create environments for yourself where you can be in you can be in a fasted state without anybody needing to know your business. Make sure that if you're worried about what your friends are going to think about you, you just don't tell them that you're fasting, because ignorance is bliss with a lot of these things. And if they don't understand what you're doing, or they're going to try to talk you out of it, or they're going to tell you you're crazy, it's just because they're not informed with the same information that you're informed with, or maybe they're not feeling the way you're feeling. And if someone is not feeling the way you're feeling, and you're not feeling your best, and you want to feel better, it's not their business to tell you what to do. It's your body. You're a grown-up woman. You should be able to make some decisions for yourself, and it's just food. Remember, it's not a diet. It's a timing thing. All we're doing is shifting the time in which we start to incorporate food into our body, and it's a very simple thing. It's not scary. It's not quirky. It's just common sense. We're just shifting some times. Nothing big. Why is 24 hours the sweet spot? 24 hours is not the sweet spot. 20-hour fasting is the sweet spot with a 4-hour eating window. So we say 24, but it's 20-4 kind of. What is the name of the mineral water, or are there different brands? There's different brands. So I just had like a Topo Chico for dinner. That's a brand. I like the Mountain Valley spring water. There's Pellegrino. I mean, there's so many. LaCroix is a mineral water. Is anyone from Australia wants to know where to get the water bottles from? I got mine yesterday from Tipo. Oh, awesome. That's cool. Because we have several Australian ladies with us, so that's a good tip. Thank you. What does your body do when it's in a fasted state for 24 hours? It heals itself. Like, the simplest way to say that, Kathy, is it just heals itself. Okay, what do we got over here? For some reason, I can't see the comments over here. Joanna just joined us. Wasn't Carol joined? Oh, we're about to jump off, you guys. Shauna wasn't sure about the carb sugar content of balsamic. Okay, well, it's one of those things that use balsamic vinegar sparingly. I don't use it as much as my husband does. I use rice vinegar, and it has 0 sugar in it. So, just kind of pick what's best for you. Hi, Diane from North Carolina. I've been doing 16-8. Today I tried 24, but at the 18.5, I got a headache and had a teaspoon of peanut butter. Is that fine? I guess. I mean, it's not life-threatening. We'll teach you all the little tips and tricks when you're in our group. Margaret's here. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so if you jumped on late, I read a little passage from one of my favorite books about health and women and aging and menopause. It's called The Wisdom of Menopause. It's by Christiane Northrup. And the passage that I read had to do with emotions, hormones, and your health. So if you missed that in the beginning, please go back to the beginning and watch this. And then always, if you're jumping on late or you're jumping on the recording, please make sure that you say hello or let me know you're here or something. I talk to so many women on my consult calls and via email. Does your husband have a channel? Okay, Eileen, hold on a second. I'll answer that question in a second. What was I talking about? Emails. What was I talking about? Someone remind me what I was talking about. Emotions. What was I talking about? Leaving a comment. Okay, sorry about that. Leave a comment because I talk to so many women or get so many emails from people that say that they have been watching me for months or, they catch me on the live every night, but I don't know you're here. So let me know you're here so that when we talk, I'll recognize your name and I'll feel more like I know you, like a lot of you say you know me. So this is my chance selfishly to kind of get to know you and establish a relationship with you through the comments and the questions that you guys ask me here. So then that way when you reach out to me, I'll go, oh yeah, I remember you. We had a conversation about, whatever it is we had a conversation about. And that helps me a lot. Okay? Awesome. Book. Okay, the book is called The Wisdom of Menopause, and I know it's backwards. I'm sorry. It's Christiane Northrup. And then she has another great one called Mother-Daughter Wisdom, which is amazing if you have sort of, not the perfect relationship with your mother or maybe another, dominant female figure in your life, or if you are a mother to a daughter. This is a great book, and the other one is a great book too. And I know not everyone likes her. I get that, but for me, I connect with her very well in what she says, so I love her. Okay, so do the same rules of IF apply to men? If not, does your husband have a channel? My husband does not have a channel, but we are going to be doing some co-videos here pretty soon, and I'm going to do some interview type scenarios. So if you've been at any of my past intermittent fasting courses, and you have a result or a situation that you would like to share with other women to kind of help them on their journey, I'm going to start doing, it has to be on Facebook. I'm sorry, YouTube doesn't have this platform yet, but I'm going to start doing some live interviews on Facebook. So if you're interested in sharing your story or some of the results that you've gotten through the course that we have put together, let me know, and we can schedule an interview, and then we'll be able to help other women with some of the things that you had going on. Hi, Diane. Can't wait for the July course. It's awesome. Thanks. Yep. And this video, Diane. Oh, cool. Thank you, Patricia. Okay, cool. So Australians, y'all got a hookup for the water bottle. So that's awesome. Does the same. Okay, so yeah. So look forward to and the thing with my husband and I is just the timing thing. Paige. Yeah, Dr. Northrup is awesome. The only reason we haven't really shared much about my husband's journey yet is just because we've been so busy with these consult calls and getting courses launched, and I'm developing a second course, a part 2 for alumni members, so people who graduated from my class. So as soon as that all settles down, probably when the kids get back into school, late August, early September. My husband's going to be chiming in a little bit more. We're going to share a little bit more of his journey and his food story and his health things that are going on with his family and stuff. So if you have spouses, that'll be a great time for them to kind of jump on with us too. Okay, so I always like to close with, welcome to everyone who's going to be coming in with us on the July course. We start on Saturday. I'm super excited. I'm a little sad right now, so because we're ending up our June course, and we had an amazing group of women in June with some amazing stories. So I'm hoping they'll step up and share some of their testimonials for you guys to kind of see what they've been able to do with their life and some of the health things that they had and how they're feeling today. And so that will help some people who are kind of thinking about jumping in a course in the future. And then if you are interested in joining a course, I've closed down the July 1st course, but we have opened up enrollment. We're going to start courses every 2 weeks now because we felt bad that you had to wait 30 days if you missed the last course closeout. So if you're signing up between now and probably July 14th, you'll be in our July 15th course. And then right after that, we're going to be starting another course, and that I think starts August 5th. So every 2 weeks, we'll be getting a course going. What I highly recommend you doing if you're interested in joining a course is get registered earlier than later, because we only have so many times open if you are opting in for a consult call. So not all courses, you don't have to have a consult call anymore. We've kind of changed the sign up a little bit. So if you're opting in for a sign up for a consult call, you want to get in sooner and later so that you have a better choice of day and time for your consult call, because they fill up quickly. We're already in mid-August for booking calls for our July course. So get in sooner than later, and that way you can get a call that's closer to the start date of your course. If you have any questions, always feel free to email me. If you have been watching these broadcasts, maybe you're not in a course, definitely share your journey with me via email. I probably get 10 emails a day with amazing stories of people who are on a journey with intermittent fasting or have been watching these videos and have just kind of been experimenting, and they're also getting some amazing results as well. So don't ever feel like you're bothering me or you're intruding. If you want to email me or private message me and share a story or ask a question, I'm always willing to answer some basic questions for you, and I always love hearing your stories. They absolutely touch my heart. So I always look forward to hearing from you guys. I am going to jump off. I have some consult calls to do tonight for my June members. So as always, Kathy, click on the link that was posted or go to the YouTube video after. All the information for the course is there. There's a couple different options, so I don't really want to talk about price. You can go there and then figure out which is the best option for you. I'm going to sign off tonight. I will take a break Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and probably Monday, Tuesday, I don't know. I'm going to jump in somewhere. That seems like a long time to not talk to you guys. I think I might jump on some Instagram lives or some Instagram stories over the weekend. It's just easier to do it that way. So if you haven't connected with me on Instagram yet, please make sure you do. It's just my first name and my last name. And I'll probably try to catch up with you guys over there over the weekend because it is a holiday weekend and I know y'all are going to be busy. I think we have a Canada Day this weekend and a 4th of July this weekend. And so my family I know is going to be busy, and it is nighttime activities with fireworks and all that kind of stuff. So I probably won't be live until Wednesday next week, but catch me on Instagram or just check in with me here. And if I pop in live, if you're subscribed and you've liked my page, then you'll definitely be notified if it's not on the scheduled time at 9 p.m. So have a great weekend, you guys. And if you need anything from me, never hesitate to reach out.